Well, good morning, everybody. It's Saturday morning. Headed back down to the farm here. Just rolling through Overbrook, Kansas. Not necessarily what I'd call my hometown, but it's a town we visit pretty often. Kind of hard to come up with a hometown because we're kind of in between a whole bunch of them and not really pulled towards one town exactly. But over here we got the Methodist Church coming in on the north side of town. Rolling down through here a little bit. Get to the kind of the main intersection in town. Highway 56 goes east and west through town. I'm headed south, and we'll roll right through downtown through and show you some of the other businesses that are here in town. Got a Zexer's Custom Cabinets there. Builds a lot of cabinetry for people. Right here is where the new fire station's going to be built at, and I'm not sure when exactly. Got a Dollar General here. Got the city pool behind that gray building you can see, and the elementary school over there. Casey's is down that way, if you can see the sign. This little building right here used to be a cafe that just sold. Not sure what the new owner's plans with that are just yet, since I'm not around town as much. Rolling through the downtown here. Got some houses here before we get there. Got a little quilt shop here. Been there a while. Over on the right here is City Hall and Fire Station. Kansas State Bank. Got the Post Office and then First Security Bank. Got the fairly new library. Bar. The insurance office, laundromat. Dentist's office. Down here on the right used to be a grocery store, but it's recently opened up as a Mexican restaurant. You can see the big bins behind it. The co-op's on either side of the road here. The scale house and offices and stuff are here on the left, and main elevators on the right. Got somebody dumping some beans there. I'm guessing that's probably what those two trucks have on them. Over there we got the sale barn, meat packing plant, auto shop, and Napa Auto Parts. We got a vet clinic over there, car wash, and then the water district, VFW, and we got some more co-op stuff down here. This is their fertilizer and chemical plants. Well, folks, that's pretty much it for Overbrook. Nothing much east and west, and down here, well, of course, you got the city lagoons. Woo! Those are always fun to smell at certain times of the year. But anyway, well, we're gonna roll the last 10 miles here to the farm and see what's in store for the day. Dad started cutting beans yesterday, and we got 3 truckloads. He wants to store them at home, so we got to set up our auger. You know, we got to do that, so I'm guessing that'll probably be one of the first things to do, except we'll have some chores to do when we get there. Feed the calves and check on some water and some other stuff. So anyway, enjoy the ride to the farm here. Alright, this little town we're rolling into here is named Michigan Valley. It's unincorporated, no mayor, no structure or anything like that. There's no businesses in town. There's an old elevator you can see there. It's now privately owned by a local farmer. Not really operated as that. It just kind of uses the buildings for storage and and whatnot. There's a fire station in town that's part of the same fire district that's in Overbrook. Got a church over here, and their new little community center that they have. Nice little addition. Township barn's back over there. Yeah, and that's pretty much the extent of Michigan Valley, Kansas. So about another 2.5 miles to the farm here. Road turns to gravel in a few minutes, and where it turns to gravel, and if you follow the pavement, that'll take you across Pomona Dam and Pomona Lake. Nice lake to look at. Kind of the good little view from there, and always fun to drive across. Water's been pretty high at times over the last couple of years, just from rains, some I had never seen before, and actually got the highest it ever had gotten 2 years ago when it flooded in 2019, and that's something I hope I don't ever have to experience again, but inevitably I suppose we will at some point. You can see some of the leaves on the trees are finally kind of starting to change colors around here. Haven't really had any freezes or anything. Had a fairly decent frost about a week ago, I think it was, so I understand. Maybe not real bad down low, but up high there was a bit of a frost. So roll down in here, hit the gravel road. About another 1.5 miles to the farm here. Power substation here, which is usually a good thing. They did some switching around here a few years ago, and we usually don't lose power for very long down here at the farm. If we do, it'd have to be a major issue with some poles in the area and lines before we would lose power for a very lengthy period of time. So we're coming up on the farm here, and as you saw yesterday, there's Dad's house. Wife and I are thinking about building a house right there sometime in the next couple years, so we'll see how that turns out. Over here's the rest of the farm, so we'll see what today has in store. So well, folks, it's time to set up the auger. I've drug it out of storage. It usually sits right over there with the top right over the top of it. Now it's time to pull this sucker off so we can line it up. I've already unscrewed the handle here. See if I can. Oop, my fingers are in the way. Sorry about that. You're gonna have to see the bend for a second while I get up here a little higher. Whee! Oh, top didn't quite get open enough. All right, top is open. And as you can see, that bin is empty. I got the bottom doors open already there. Had beans in it last year. We cleaned it out. I don't remember. It was June or July, I think. Got the last of them out of here. But I thought I'd bring you guys up to the top and give you the full view of the farm. There's the tractor. Dad just got some silage for some cows. There's the old elevator from the previous owner owned the place. You got some calves over there you can see that you saw yesterday. Kind of a lot of old stuff here. Gravity wagons we don't use a lot. And come around. And there's Dad's house over there. And then there's this side of the elevator. And I got a pretty good view from here, but the best view is from clear up there on the leg. It'd be great if we could use the leg on this one, but we would have had to install a lot higher leg to use this bin. And our pit's kind of slow anyway, so works a lot better just to use the auger on this case. So anyway, we built this bin when I was a kid. Might have probably been here 20 years or so. And well, I'm going to traverse down these steps here, and then we're going to set up the auger and put you on the tripod over there. So see you in a little bit. Well, I got the tractor out of the way. I got the tub ready there. We also got to put this tarp underneath it here in a minute. That way we can cover it up, and she's pretty well where she needs to be here. I raised it back up a little bit because I got to go get the loader tractor and lift it, so you can't see it now, but normally it peaks just right over the edge of that. I might as well show it again to you later. If you remember back in the video from the top of the bin, I forgot to point out, you might still be able to see them here. Yeah, no, behind a tree, but there's 2 water towers over there, and that's near the town of Vassar, and then there's a big red and white tower that you can kind of make out. I don't know if I can zoom in for you. Kind of make out right in the middle of your screen there, and that's the Corps of Engineers tower over at Pomona Lake. So anyway, well, we're gonna get this, go get the loader tractor and a chain. I'm gonna lift this up in the air so I can get this project finished. Well, there's the finished product. Unless Dad thinks we need to back it up just a smidge, possibly, but it was sounding like it was hitting the bin when I was messing with it there a minute ago. So there she is. You can kind of just see it as it focuses. Peeks it over and it shoots it down in here. This bin will hold about 6,000 bushel of beans or thereabouts. I think we had maybe 6,200 in it last year. So, well, maybe see if we can get a video of some beans getting dumped later today. Catch you then. Well, if you can hear me, we got the first load getting dumped. There she comes. Starting to get a little pile already. Eventually we'll have to shut these doors and we won't be able to see it. We'll have to climb up. Thought I'd give you another quick update. Got a tractor there. Help hold that auger down just since there's really nothing hooked to it and it's pretty high up in the air. Don't want it falling over if we can try to avoid it. But there's the pile in the bin after one load, so it didn't even make it all the way to the edge. It's about 273 bushel by the scale. So anyway, we got 2 more trucks to dump today, so we'll probably have right around 1,000 bushel in when we get done. So we'll probably have to shut at least one more of these doors. I'll probably go ahead and do that. So we'll do that right now. There she goes. Gonna wait for Dad to get another truck. Here comes truck number 2. Scale isn't quite big enough. We have to split way a couple of our trucks. I have to do the front axle and then the back axle. So he's going to do the pull all the way on and do the front axle first. Quick bean dumping update. Dad got the other 2 trucks dumped while I was cleaning off the rotary mower so we could hook up that digger. And there's the pile of beans so far. It has successfully got to the edge, all the way around, I assume. And we'll have to get the bin shut up later if we don't dump any more today, so it doesn't rain. I have to pull that out so we can get the lid on it. But anyway, that's 1,000 bushels, so, well, not quite, about 950 I think it said. So anyway, we can hold about 6 times that much in this bin, and that'll be all for this year. Well, there's the pile of beans from the top. We're shutting the top for the night. It's supposed to rain tonight. Have a good one. One more wrap up. There's why we use the tarp, so we can wrap it all up so we don't have clean water out of that, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We'll find out. Good night, everybody. Well, everyone, that's going to be a wrap on that video. Stay tuned for more harvest updates. Hopefully we'll get more good videos coming soon. I'd appreciate you liking, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you very much.